University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Central Michigan Chippewas and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So New Mexico's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Chippewas offense will go to work first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Flores. Pressure coming. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wide receiver going in motion. Crosses to 40. Snags it, and he's open. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take it.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Inside, it's Humphrey, turning it on, ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Lobos want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And they'll knock him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Chippewas line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Key. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here.
Booster! Go, go!
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Running inside. It's Humphrey. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Flores. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Townsend. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Looking for space. It's Humphrey. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1. It's tough to take an injury this early. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the lone running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. The run inside. It's Townsend. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Oh, they're after him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Cradles it at the 35. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. Running inside, it's Blue. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's McIntosh. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the deep.
He's got it down the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Chippewas. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Blue. To the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They'll run the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on...
Touchdown, Central Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ready, go!
Single back formation and they give it to him. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll go right back to it, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it on the option. There's a little room there. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked it. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Lobos!
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Here we go. Let it go.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Black 88. Black 88. Go!
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to pass, it's Flores. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He's going to take off. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Flores. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Obviously didn't like what he saw in first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He makes the grab. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Splits the uprights. Good. And we are dead even here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Tigers trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside University Stadium. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with the Lobos head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Humphrey. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll pull it down. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Chippewas send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Right on target this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Miller. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Buchanan.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Chippewas will send out the punt unit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Using his legs, it's Humphrey. Oh, he's got some space. The tag! Touchdown, Lobos! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Central Michigan sidelines, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Guys?
We'll see how they react. The Chippewas can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blue. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And the Chippewas look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Blue. Maybe some room here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Still looking on the move. Still running at the 40. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Chippewas with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Blue. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Lobos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. First down will open up the final period. This time he wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Makes a grab and room to run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Makes the grab. He's trying to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a
touchdown, New Mexico, and they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Oh, they're after him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Chippewas will call on their punt team.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here from the New Mexico sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the...
Got a little grass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Turning it on! Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The DBs will back off a bit. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Under fire. Looking deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.